Nagde-deliver ng cargos sa from the pier to the port, from the
From
port?
LBC po.
LBC.
LBC warehouse. Ido-door to door po namin. Ganun po.
Okay. So truck ito. Ilang pirasong truck ito? Never mind. I'll just give you a...
Baka namali lang po ng Mr. Sir.
Okay, sige. Baka nga namali. Yung 8.150 million mo ay naging 9.150 million. Just very short questions kay Colonel Leonardo, last hearing, we asked you to submit your Sal-En. And you have submitted that to the committee. I have it here with me. And dito sa iyong Sal-En, sinabit mo dito ay yung year 2021, ang iyong net worth ay lumalabas na 6.6 million pesos. Is that correct?
Correct, Mr. Chair.
You have the copy of your Sal-En there, no?
Wala po akong kopya ang dala.
Comsec, can you provide him a copy of his document that he submitted? Matanong ko lang, is your wife working? Does she work? Or what does your wife do?
Sa bahay lang po, Mr. Chair.
So, siya housewife?
Opo.
No business?
Maliit na business lang po, Mr. Chair. Kasama niyo yung daughter ko.
So, your daughter has a business?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Pwede bang malaman ano yung business?
Meron pong car wash lang po, sir.
Saan
car
ito?
wash.
Sa Manila?
Sa Davao po, Davao.
Sa Davao?
Davao po.
Okay. Pwede bang malaman ano ibig sabihin itong Sal-En Logistics? Nakalagay dito, you were asked kung ano yung iyong business interest at saka ano yung financial connections mo. Ang nilagay mo rito are Sal-En Logistics in Davao. Nature of business, interest and financial connection, personal. What is this Sal-En Logistics, Colonel?
At tracking po nung araw yan, Mr. Chair, nalugi rin po, Mr. Chair, nahinto po.
Nahinto?
Ang nagmamanage po niyan, yung anak ko rin po.
Yung alin yung?
Yung anak ko rin po, yung anak ko po ang nagmamanage. Tracking business po yan. Naka-under subcontract po sa LBC, yung pong nagdi-deliver ng mga cargos po.
So, nagde-deliver ng cargos from the pier to the port? From port?
LBC po.
LBC.
LBC warehouse. Ido-door to door po namin. Ganun po.
Okay. So, truck ito. Ilang pirasong truck ito?
Meron pong, sa naalala ko lang po nung panahon na yan, meron pong mga L300, meron pong more or less po mga 6, Mr. Hindi po ako sure kasi hindi po akong nag-manage dahil ako po ay nagtatrabaho pa po nung araw.
Pero, family business nyo to?
Sort of, Mr. Chair.
Bakit sort of? Hindi 100% sa inyo?
Kasi po yung misis ko nagbigay po ng konting puhunan din, hindi lamang po solo ng anak ko nung mag-asawa siya, Mr. Chair.
Pero ito ay negosyo ng misis mo at ng anak mo?
Bali sa anak po, kaya lang may share lang po itong aking...
Si misis. Okay. Ilan ba anak mo, Colonel?
2 po.
Okay. Dito sa yung Sal-En, yung sinubmit mo on ang date ay 2021, ang iyong net worth ay 6.6 million. Can you confirm that?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Pagdating naman ng 2022, ang net worth mo ay tumaas ng 8,150,000 pesos. Tumaas ka ng mahigit almost 2 million pesos. Tama po ba? Can you confirm that?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Pwede bang matanong kung ano kaya ang dahilan? Ba't tumaas yung iyong net worth?
Nadagdagan po kasi yung aking ito pong IT equipments po.
Nadagdagan
Yung mga gadgets, mga cellphone, IT equipment, laptop po. Nadagdagan din po ako ng 2020 na ano po. Ayun din pala.
hindi naman tumaas yung
Yung kas... Yung
kung ano yung dinagdag mo, kung ano yung sinabi mo rito na iyong personal properties gaya ng IT equipment, laptop, cellphone, guns, firearms, cash at motorcycle, BMW, GS1 250, furnitures and fixtures, hindi naman nagbago noong 2021 at saka noong 2022. Saan banda tumaas yan?
Mr. Chair,
Never mind. I'll just give you a...
baka namali lang po ng Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige.
Pero,
Baka nga namali.
Oo,
That is
kasi po, merong-
2021 at saka 2022. Pero itong 2023, yung 8.150 million mo ay naging 9.150 million. Hindi naman siguro maring nagkamali ito. Kernel, kasi mula noong 2021, from 6.6 million to 2023, naging 9.150 million. So, meron kang increase. Halos taon-taon, tumataas ang iyong net worth. So, bibigyan kita ng panahon para makasagot ka sa committee ito. Sa susunod na hearing, ihanda mo lang ang iyong tanong kung bakit tumaas ang iyong net worth.
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige. Salamat. Now, since
Mr. Chair.
Congressman
Briefly lang.
Congressman Fernandez.
Because we have invited Mr. Manuel Mogato from Reuters, no? The last time that we have invited him ay during sa committee ng human rights. Unfortunately, Colonel Patay is not around right now because we remember in the last hearing that we conducted, you mentioned about those not petty crimes, but those small crime that was committed in accordance with General Rodriguez, yung namatay na general, na nagsabi sa iyo,
Hindi po Rodriguez, Your Honor.
General
Mendoza.
Mendoza, mentioned no, about doon sa mga killings that are being paid 10,000, 20,000, and so forth. Can you kindly reconfirm, Mr. Mogato, yung tema ng iyong report during that time that you have interviewed Colonel Patay? But surely, in the next hearing, Colonel Patay will be going to be here. Sige, go ahead, Mr. Mogato.
Your Honors, good evening po. No? Maraming salamat at I was invited again. And for the record, I just want to clarify that I'm not a member of Rise Up. Kasi sa COMSEC, member ako ng Rise Up. So I just want to clarify. Ano po ako, journalist ng dati ng Reuters. So, ang ginawa po ng Reuters, gumawa po siya ng maraming storya, at least 10 special reports from April 2016 up to December 2017. 10 reports po yan, special reports about the drug war ni Pangulong Duterte. And in the final report in December, we said that the PNP has, at that time, si General Bato, ang PNP chief, has personally handpicked several policemen assigned in the Davao area, Davao region, including Colonel Patay, at that time, who was from Tagum, and assigned them in Station 6 in Quezon City, sa Batasan, and for several months that they were in Quezon City, naging ground zero po ng EJK o ng drug war killings yung Quezon City at more than 100 people were killed during those times, no? And na-interview po si Colonel Patay nung kasama ko ni Andrew Marshall when he was already assigned in Pampanga as CIDG, no? Hindi na po siya sa Quezon City. And yung sa aming investigation, no, meron po silang social media accounts, ito mga member ng Davao Boys, ang tawag namin, na nagmamalaki sila na kung ang drug addiction daw o drug problem ng ating bansa a disease, sila daw po ang cure. At may isa pa lang sabi na ano bang special skills nyo, bakit kayo nila sa Quezon City? At sinasabi ng isa na ang special skills daw nila ay kill. No? So, lahat po nung na records nung at that time, nung 2016, masyado pong mabait ang ating PNP sa mga reporters. Lahat po ng kanilang progress report, special report, mga ballistic report, autopsy report, ibinibigay po sa ating mga reporters. Kaya nakapag-compile po kami ng maraming reports galing sa pulisya all over Metro Manila. Lahat ng drug war killings. At gumawa po kami ng report na minamap po namin kung saan nangyayari yung mga patayan at yun po, karamihan sa mga patayan ay nangyayari sa Caloocan, sa Manila, sa Manaba at sa Quezon City. Sa Quezon City, ang pinakamaraming pangyayaring patayan ay doon po sa Station 6, kung saan si Colonel Patay yung commander at that time. So, dahil po dyan, yung aming report, nakatawag ng pansin. Actually, Your Honors, hindi lang po ang Reuters ang gumagawa ng drug war stories. Lahat po ng media, local at foreign, ay gumagawa po ng drug war stories. Pero kami lang po ang nagtiyaga na magsulat mula umpisa hanggang dulo para pakita na sinasabi namin na ang mga pumapatay, pati yung sinasabi nilang riding in tandem at vigilante, ay pwedeng pulis din po ang gumagawa.
In other words, Mr. Mogato, you were saying that you have a direct communication with the different station commanders all over the NCR during that time?
Nung simula
Dahil
po,
meron kayong parang text group?
Wala pong text group. Kasi binibigay po nila yung report yung kopya.
So in other words, lahat ng mga
Nung una po,
killings.
from July 2016 hanggang December 2016, napakabait po ng ating mga pulis at sinishare po nila lahat ng data. Kasi pag may patayan po sa gabi, sumasama po yung mga reporter, hindi lang po Reuters, lahat po ng mga photographers at reporters, sumasama po sa mga punerarya na may pick up ng patay. So hindi lang po yung namatay sa nanlaban, pati yung mga itinatapon sa mga vacant lots, no?
So,
yung mga may masking tape, may mga karatula.
So, kailan siya natigil? Kailan sila nagigpet sa mga reporters on not relating anymore those reported killings?
Pagdating po ng Abril 2017, nung mag-file po ng kaso si Senator Trillanes sa ICC, nagsara na po ang gripo ng ating PNP. Wala na po silang binibigay na report sa amin. Pati po yung pamilya ng mga biktima ay hindi na rin binibigyan ng report.
Pero sino yung nagsabi sa inyo, Mr. Mogato, na ang presyo po doon sa mga personalidad na papatayin nagre-range from 20,000 to 60,000? Kasi you were saying before, di ba, meron kayong sinasabi na sinabi sa inyo ni General Mendoza.
Si General Mendoza po kasi gumawa siya ng isang special report on EJK na sinabit niya po sa CBCP at that time. Ang alam ko, ang pinagbigay niya ng kopya ay si Father Intengan.
Si Archie. Si
Oo.
Father Archie Antenga ng Ateneo?
Opo. Kasi doon po kami nag-meeting sa opisina ni Father Archie sa atin. Doon po
Yes.
namin ini-interview si General Mendoza. So doon po na so binibigay po niya yung nabigay niya sa amin report. At sa report niya may reward list nagsisimula po sa 10,000 pesos sa ordinaryong drug user or courier or street peddler. So 10,000 po. Pagka medyo may posisyon, barangay captain o mayor, tumataas po yung presyo.
Magkano pag mayor po?
Ang alam ko parang 50,000 po.
Pag congressman?
Ay, wala po eh.
Wala naman na.
Hindi
wala
ko po
naman
alam
na
kung
pala
may
yung
member ng
congressman.
Congress na involved.
Anyway, meron din po kayo sinabi na active pa yung isang PNP ngayon na nandito po sa loob ng ating pong PNP organization. Pero during that time, you were not able to reveal it, correct?
Opo, kasi meron po kaming pangako doon sa police officer na hindi po namin siya bibigay yung identity. Kasi alam niyo po, yung mga reporters po, kami mga journalists, nabubuhay sa trust ng aming mga
Yeah.
sources. So ayaw po namin sirain yon. Yung active officer po na yon, ibinigay po sa amin ni General. Kasi nalaman po ng mga editors ko na hearsay lang po yung report ni General. Kasi hindi po siya yung actual na nakakaalam nung Oplan double barrel at nung kalakaran o nung reward list. Kaya sabi namin, kung pwede mo kaming ipakilala dun sa iyong source na mismong nakakaalam nung kalakaran. Kaya isinama po niya sa isang meeting sa isang restaurant sa Green Hills itong active duty na PNP officer para ikwento sa amin yung kalakaran. Pati yung sinasabi ng polis na, kasi nga, nung unang panahon, pagka nagkakaroon lang ng laban, hindi lahat namamatay, may tumatayo. No? Kung maalala nyo, may pinakita kayong video, yung kay Murillo na nabuhay siya. No? So, because of that, nag-meeting uli yung mga PNP ang sinabing, huwag nyo nang buhayin yung mga suspect. So, meron po kaming storya na ginawa yung dead on arrival. Kasi nga po, pinapatay na yung mga drug war victim bago pa dumating na ospital. At paano po naming nalaman na pinapatay? Kasi sa autopsy report, lumalabas na yung mga tao po ay binaril ng malapitan. Paano po malaman na binaril ng malapitan? Kasi meron pong tuwing sa katawan at sa ulo yung mga biktima. Kasi kung nagkaroon po ng encounter o labanan, wala po yung tuwing kasi malayo eh. No? Malayo po wala pong gunpowder burns dun sa katawan ng namamatay. Ito po, sabi ng doktor, malapit. No? Kasi nga may tuwing. At pati yung trajectory ng bullets, hindi nagsasuggest na may encounter. So talagang tinutuloy na po yung mga ilang drug war victims para hindi na mabuhay at tumayo. Kasi maraming insidente na tumatayo yung kanilang nabaril pag dumarating na yung soko para mag-imbestiga.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, kasi we have already somehow established yung killings doon sa correctional. And this time, this is something that we have to focus as well. Dahil marami po yung mga biktima na namatayan. According sa kanina kay Mr. Jokno, more than at least a little bit of 20,000 no? Ang naging biktima po nitong Dragon War. And basically, Mr. Mugato, we will be inviting you over again, no? Kapag andito na po si Colonel Patay. And I hope that Colonel Patay will somehow have a change of heart, no? And reveal everything in this Quadcom for us to really see and peret talaga yung katotohanan, no? And kay naman po kay Ma'am Garma, can we also require you to submit your Sal-En during your incumbency as GM of the PCSO? Can we expect to submit that to us in the next hearing? Yes, thank you. And also, sa ano natin, sa PNP, I think Colonel Villela is still active, ano? Nasa krami po ba si Villela?
Yes, Your Honor. Karami pa daw.
What ano po siya? Directorate? DITCM ba siya?
ITMS. ITMS, sir.
ITMS.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so please, his presence is required in the next hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Siguro for now, Mr. Chairman, yun lang po muna. Naging pulis at attaché ba siya sa New York?
Sa Washington daw, sir.
Ha?
Washington.
Sa Washington?
Sa Washington.
Naging, how many years siya naging police attaché sa Washington?
I don't know the exact, maybe 2 to 3 years, maybe.
3 taon siya.
Maybe, sir. Hindi ako sure, sir.
Nag-stay sa Washington.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's the reason why.
Mr. Chair,
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
meron lang po
Congressman
akong katanungan kay Attorney Conti, kung maaari.
Please proceed.
Okay. Attorney Conti, we have received the data for the Committee on Human Rights from Police Brigadier General Matthew Bakay, no? Nakalagay po dito lahat ng mga suspect, lahat ng mga napatay na tinawag nilang died, no, instead of killed. Dito po ay nakalagay din ang cases ng marami sa kanila. Nagsimula kay Kian de los Santos case, ano? And Kian Lloyd de los Santos, nakalagay po dito, 17 years old, May 26, 2000 yata pinanganak, date of birth, grade 11 student, taga Caloocan City, at nakalagay din dito yung 3 suspect, no? May I know if you are aware of this, if you know about this?
I am aware, Your Honor, because of the publicity surrounding the case, and although we are not the handling lawyers, in this case, Your Honor, there already has been a conviction of some police officers.
But the conviction is a homicide conviction.
Yes, Your Honor, yan po yung problema natin, laging
Not
napatay.
not a murder conviction.
Yes, Your Honor, ang problema, napatay, hindi pinatay.
Mr. Chair, I would like just to manifest here that all of those suspects, the police suspects, were actually charged with homicide, not murder. Kahit na po ang mga suspect ay hindi po nanlaban at walang baril. Yet, to show that the Philippine National Police is actually doing their job, sila mismo ang nag-file ng charge, pero ang charge po instead of murder, homicide. Alam po naman natin, ang homicide, ilang taon lang yan, Attorney Conti, no?
To 8 years?
2 years.
8 po. 8.
8 years. And do they give a certain amount of money to the victims, for example?
Yes, Your Honor. If the court deems civil damages as due the victims, then
Okay.
there could be civil damages up to
Who are
100,000.
the suspects here that are actually your cases?
Your Honor, I don't have a copy of the list of given by
Yeah, I will show you
Officer
a copy
Bakay.
of this. So
Yes,
you,
but if I may raise, Your Honor, at the previous hearings, we mentioned that the case that we directly handled was the one against Virgilio Cervantes et al., the most recent conviction of 4 police officers for homicide in Caloocan, Your Honor, a killing that occurred in September 2016 of a father and son.
Mr. Chair, may I request at the next hearing we have with the EJK that we also invite the loved ones of the victims of supposedly suspects, but they're not actually suspects. Ibig sabihin, we just do not want to investigate here in this committee those that were killed who are actually drug lords, but those who were killed by the Philippine National Police officers that were actually of mistaken identity, and those who were not even drug addicts. Now, of course, the Philippine National Police sent us a data also that there were 440 drug addicts that were killed when they should not have been killed. They should have been rehabilitated, Mr. Chair. I hope that next hearing you have with the AJK, that we are going to invite the loved ones of the victims, of which Attorney Conti and sino po sila, yung ano pong organization nyo?
Rise Up for Life and for Rights.
Rise Up for Life will give to us, no? So the people also will be able to know and be able to see that the AJK was not only done among those that are actually drug pushers, but even those that are quite innocent, which according to the former Director General, they were collateral damage. Just imagine, no? A lot of killings were called collateral damage, Mr. Chair, of which this representation does not actually agree. Now, Mr. Chair, I also would like to ask to please make a manifestation here and perhaps a query to Colonel Leonardo. Colonel Leonardo, nakita na tayo. I think you were assigned in Manila, correct? Even in my own district yata.
Correct po, Mr. Chair.
Yes, okay. Now, Congressman Romy Acop already related the connection between you and SPO for Narsolis. And then, we also established the connection a while ago of Colonel Garma and Art Narsolis. So, ibig sabihin, Colonel Leonardo and Colonel Garma, kayo, kilala kayo investigador sapagkat na-involve kayo sa CIDG. Yung mga connection ninyo, nagkakatagpo doon sa salaysay ng ating ni former Major Portesa, ni Tata, ni Colonel Padilla, ay nakakapagtaka naman na itinatanggi pa ni Colonel Garma ang kanyang involvement dito. Hindi lang may yan, Mr. Chair. We would like also to reiterate the fact that there was indeed a reward system that was even said by Mr. Mogato and even said by Colonel Jovi Espinido, no? During our last hearing. And that reward system is more emphasized when even inside the double penal colony, Mr. Chair, that the PDL, Tata, and sino yung isa? Ano yung pangalan ni, no? Si Andy, Tata and Andy, received 1 million pesos each when they should have received 3 million each for killing those 3 Chinese PDL. Am I right, Tata? Nakatanggap kayo ng tig-1 million? Oo.
Opo, Your Honor.
And they were saying in their own affidavit that the one who offered them those 1 million from Art Narsolis was actually, according to their affidavit, was given from Colonel Garma, I would think. Di ba? Na find out natin sa mga salaysay ninyo. You see that? Of course, Colonel Garma would deny that, di ba? Pero ito I just would like to establish the connection. The fact is this. Artner Solis is related to Colonel Garma. Artner Solis is personally known to Colonel Leonardo. Artner Solis is the classmate of Tata. Colonel Garma is the classmate of Major La Portesa. There is a real connection here. And so, napakahirap mga paniwalaan ang kasinungalingan nangyayari dito. Mr. Chair, yun lamang. And I would like to thank the Rise Up and Reverend here, and of course, Attorney Conti. Kanina si Attorney Chel Joknower was here, no? Salamat po sa pagpunta ninyo, and your presence here is quite important to us. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Abante. Yeah, we asked the Attorney Conti of the National Union of People's Lawyer, and Rise Up for Life and for Rights. We asked Mr. Manuel Mugato. And now we'd like to ask Attorney Joel Butuyan, a member of the Center for International Law, or Center Law, for his statement. Please give us your short statement, Attorney Butuyan.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we commend this committee for the investigation that it is doing, because the evidence that is being unearthed from this investigation is very crucial, it's pivotal, and it's key to the ongoing ICC investigation, Your Honor. I have no doubt, Your Honor, that if the evidence that's being unearthed in this investigation reaches the ICC, it will hasten the issuance of warrants of arrest, Your Honor. That's why I'm asking, Your Honor, if it's possible for even just the resource persons to have access to the minutes of the proceedings, as well as the sworn statements that have been submitted as part of the investigation, Your Honor, if that's possible, Your Honor.
Attorney Butuyan, the committee has been asked several times whether the transcript, the TSN, can be used or can be accessed by anyone for the use of ICC. We are not in any way going to provide data or transcript of records to the ICC, because we stand by the statement of our President that we are not member of the ICC. However, since this public hearing have been openly accessed by the public in all social media platforms, you can probably access that through the different platforms available.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. By the way, Attorney Butuyan is a former law partner of Attorney Harry Roque, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Is it
Mr.
former,
Chair?
Mr. Chair, or still present? Not anymore, huh?
We parted ways in 2017, Your Honor.
Because Attorney Roque is no longer a human rights lawyer.
Yes, Your Honor.
He is now a political lawyer.
We parted ways in 2017, Your Honor.
They parted ways in 2017, according to Attorney Butuyan. Thank you, Attorney.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, Attorney Conti.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, but if I may be allowed, thank you very much for this opportunity again, and you may rely on our continued participation in these proceedings. But we'd also like to invoke the memory of several of the victims. In Cebu, Your Honor, one of the volunteers of Rise Up for Life and for Rights was actually
Mr. Chair,
killed.
may I
in
request
August.
Attorney Conti to perhaps mention the names of
Yes,
those?
Your Honor. A volunteer of Rise Up for Life and for Rights was killed in Cebu City under curious circumstances. There is no investigation into the case. Butch Rosales was killed August 10th, 2018. This was during the time of one of our resource persons here. And I'd also like to recall the two young men who were killed during the one-time big-time operations in October 2018. Rabi Lopez and Angelito Rosales. Their mothers were here on July
Mr. Chair,
or
it happened
25th.
in Cebu City.
In Cebu City, Your Honor,
Who was the
October
station
4,
who was the
2018.
station commander then? Who was this chief of police in Cebu City then?
The chief of police, actually, Your Honor, was the resource person, Regina Garma. And I would like to reiterate or to echo the statement of the mother of Rabi Lopez.
Go ahead,
Because
please.
among us, Your Honor, there was one person here who was present during the wake of Rabi Lopez. The mother of Rabi, Raquel, says that at the wake, Regina Garma, who was chief of police of Cebu City, and her police officers came to their place. She was enraged and she hollered out and strutted around. And she was angry at them for holding awake on the death of her son. And ngano daw gibilaran akong anak. And she was telling them that why is there only one dead? There are many of them here. This was in the context
Mr.
of
Chair, who was enraged?
Regina Garma, Your Honor, according to Raquel Lopez. The sworn statement of Ms. Lopez has been submitted to the committee, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Chair,
Mr. Chair,
can we,
may I ask Colonel Garma? May I ask, do you remember that incident, Colonel Garma? Again, you will deny it.
Mr. Chair,
My
I cannot
goodness,
recall
that is
the
already a
details.
testimony. You're going to deny it? You're impossible. Go ahead.
I'm just going to ask, Madam, can you kindly invite that person to appear on the next hearing?
We will try, Your Honor, to fly them in again, Your
Yeah,
Honor.
please. Okay, thank you. And at the same time, I'll take this opportunity, Mr. Chair, to invite also Major Mary Jane O. Hastro. GM, you know this personality? Major Mary Jane O. Hastro of PNP.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You know her?
Yes.
We will be inviting over Major Mary Jane O. Hastro. And you know also Attorney Carol K. Paquera.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
She's your Chief of Staff.
Yes, Mr.
And
Chair.
cousin of Narsolis.
Yes, Mr.
We'll
Chair.
be inviting over also the COS of the former GM Garma on the next hearing. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you,
Mr.
Congressman
Chair, are
Fernandez.
there other victims in Cebu City that you would like to mention, Attorney Conti?
Those are the victims from Cebu, but we have a motley of other victims, Your Honor. We will endeavor to invite them at the next hearing, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
So, Mr. Chair, although we are, you could be able to invite them in the next hearing that we have here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Attorney Conti. Thank you, Congressman Bante. We also invited the chair of the Commission on Human Rights, Attorney Richard Palpalatok. You're still up. Would you like to
yes, Your Honor.
make a statement?
We'll just communicate with the committee, Your Honor, because we raised during the last hearing of the Committee on Human Rights on EJK, Your Honor, we raised some issues concerning our investigations, the problem we encountered during the investigation conducted by the Commission with the Philippine National Police, particularly on the sharing of the reports of deaths during the operations of the police, Your Honor. So perhaps we will be seeking the help and support of the committee, Your Honor, in that regard. We will just be sending our letter.
Please send your
Mr.
letter
Chair,
to the committee.
may I just ask, how many have you investigated so far?
The commission, Your Honor, have recorded 3,700 deaths. These are motu proprio investigation, Your Honor, conducted by the commission. And this is composed of deaths in deaths in police operations, and some are deaths unidentified assailants, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, can the commission give to us the list of those investigated, including when they were killed, who were the station commanders then, or the chief of police?
We will do that, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Abante. Are you done, attorney?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. So for the NGOs, may we ask you to submit the supplemental statement to the joint committee in addition to your statements made in the Committee on Human Rights hearing. I'm sure you have a transcript of that. And we'd like to ask also Father Manuel Gatchalian, if you have anything to say, Father.
Unang-una po, kagustuhan po ng mga nanay na pinangangatawanan po namin, yung mga biktima, na sana po ay panagutin at bayaran ang mga biktima sapagkat from the point of view of the victims, hanggang ngayong 8 taon na nakalilipas, wala naman po silang natatanggap at
Pakilapit po, para marinig po namin.
dahil lang po sa nawalan sila ng breadwinner, nawalan sila ng mga minamahal sa buhay, at sila ay mahihirap. At sana po sa pagdating ng panahon, kung sakaling mapatunayan na state sponsor ito, at para hindi matuloy ang impunity, ibig sabihin na patuloy ang patayan, ay kinakailangan panagutin at bayaran po nila ang mga biktima. Kung sakali magkaroon man po ng batas o sakali mapatunayan na ito ay state-sponsored at saka may mga talagang quota system, rewarding, sana po naman mabigyan natin ng pagpapahalaga, mabayaran ang mga biktima sapagkat hanggang ngayon po sila po ay nagdurusa at may karapatan po naman sila na matamo nila ang katarungan. Salamat po.
Okay, maraming salamat po,
Mr.
Father
Chair,
Gatchalian.
with the manifestation of Father, a while ago, GM Garma said that during her time, that she is giving a budget to the Philippine National Police. Am I right?
Wala po akong sinabi, Mr. Chair.
Kanina meron kang sinabi na
Wala po.
binibigyan nyo ng budget ang Philippine National Police for the operations.
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Wala kayong sinabi?
Wala
Let's
po.
look at the records, Mr. Chair, because I think that she said something that way.
Okay. Secretariat, can you check the records, the transcript? If indeed that statement was made by GM Garma.
Mr. Chair,
So,
Mr. Chair, in relation to that, I think I heard, Mr. Chair, if I may be allowed, I think I heard Colonel Garma saying about the support that you give to.
That is the allocated for the, it's a charity fund allocated sa
PNP, no?
sales of STL and sa PCSO.
Parang ganun po yung
po.
STL, something about the STL.
so the fund that you provide the PNP is a charity fund,
Yes, it is in the...
and that is in the charter of the PCSO.
PCSO.
Yes, it is covered, Mr. Chair.
So, how much do you give to the PNP every year?
During my time, kasi dati I think it's medyo malaki before I assume. And then when I assume po and we change the IRR, very minimal na lang po siya. I'm not sure kung 1% or 3% na lang siya compared nung previous. And it is focused on medical programs of the PNP and NBI na lang po
So
yun.
para sa medical needs ng mga members ng Philippine National Police.
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
Sige, okay.
But
we
Mr.
get it.
Chairman, we're going to ask also 1 or 2% of the gross of the whole collection of all the games.
Of
If
the
that is so, 2% is so big.
Mr. Chair, it's not all the games. It's just STL,
STL.
game. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
Mr.
Rap,
Chair.
anong average niyan? Do you give it
Minsan-
monthly, annually?
Monthly, Mr. Chair, minsan naalala ko, there was a month that we gave around, I think, mga 9 million or 7 million. It
And-
depends on the sale.
And the Chief PNP has the sole authority over these funds? What does
The check was addressed to the Philippine National Police, duly received by, I think there's an accountant and a
So it
budget
goes to the
officer.
general fund of the Philippine
Yes.
National Police?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Meron pong resibo po from the PNP na binibigay
Okay.
po sa PCSO.
Okay. Sige, thank you. So, ito ay mainit na usapin, no? Yung involvement ng mga miyembro ng Philippine National Police sa almost lahat po ng krimen na nangyayari. Hindi po natin nilalahat, pero may ilang porsyento po na kawani ng ating Philippine National Police ay nai-involve sa drug recycling. Alam po natin yan. In the case of Sergeant Mayo, 1 toneladang droga ang kanyang itinago mula po sa mga ni-raid nila. May mga police na involved sa extrajudicial killings na kung saan ang kanilang depensa ay nanlaban, ngunit napatunayan at sila'y na-convict. Ito yung kay Kian de los Santos. Meron din tayong mga kawani ng Philippine National Police na na-involve sa robbery, kidnap for ransom, and practically all other crimes existing. And I would like to ask the NAPOLCOM, Attorney Bernardo, how many members of the PNP are being charged for crimes that they have committed?
Your Honor, marami pong salamat, Ginoong Chairman. Sa consultation ko, Sir, dito sa legal, umaabot po ng mga 2% lamang ng population o 3% ng PNP ang na-involve dito sa mga ganitong kaso, Your Honor.
So, and anong klaseng mga krimen po ito?
Ganun po, gaya po ng nabanggit nyo. Ako nga po nag-imbestiga doon sa Mayo case na hanggang ngayon ay dinudulog namin sa DOJ at yung iba naman nasa ombudsman. At yung iba naman po na-involve nga yung kasama po sa hearing dito yung sa Parañaque at sa Bulacan. At 2 beses na po yung nangyari sa Bulacan. Ganun po yung bilang. Hindi naman po marae sa PNP. Kawawa nga po yung PNP dahil sa iilan na tiwali at masasamang loob, nasisira yung imahe ng PNP as an institution. Kaya inaapura po namin yung reforma at yung pagtatawag ng disciplinary measure. Pinapalakas po namin yung pleb at pinapalakas namin yung internal affairs. At siguro sa mga darating na buwan, maiulat po namin yung pagbabago.
Okay. Yeah. And that's the reform policy you are now implementing?
Opo, Your Honor. Yung lahat po na ite-train dito sa training pa lang sa entry, kailangan nakalagay sa PNP operational procedure. At kinakailangan yun din ang lumalabas sa performance. Gaya ng sabi ng isang resource person kanina at sabi rin ng ibang kongresista, hindi lang po sa training na makikita yan, dapat pati sa performance evaluation. Nabanggit po nila yan at yung mga unang meeting po namin kay Congressman Dagook, nabanggit na rin po namin na hindi piecemeal, kailangan nakakumpletong, nakaloop po sila all the way. Kaya siguro mga ilang buwan na lang po at mapagtitibay na namin yung reforma.
Okay, ang statistics, kung sinasabi niyong 2 to 3% lamang ng membro ng Philippine National Police ang nai-involve sa mga ganitong klaseng krimen, napakagandang balita yon, no? Ang ibig pong sabihin nun sa ating mga Pilipino, meron pa ring maliliit na porsyento na ika nga ay rotten eggs o ika nga mga bulok na kawani ng Philippine National Police. But as far as the officers, meaning from major to colonel, lieutenant colonel, then to colonels, generals, meron po ba tayong statistics kung ilan ho yung nai-involve sa mga ganyang klaseng krimen?
Meron pa rin po, Ginoong Chairman, at yung nauna po, yung tinanggapan na ng courtesy resignation, at yung nananatili pa po nakapending sa National Prosecution Service. At marami pong hanay ng kapulisan doon at nakakalungkot nga doon sa PIDEG, yun po ang kasulukuyan namin gustong maging example. Kung talagang, gaya ng sabi ni DJ Moro, pag talagang may atraso ka at meron kang utang, may pagbabayaran ka. Kaya kung matitiyak po namin na talagang magiging masinsin yung proseso, mapagtitibay yung internal affairs, mapagtitibay din po yung appellate board, baka po mahihigpitan. Pati yung sa promotion, hihigpitan din namin po na talagang performance-based. Gaya po ng nasabi kanina, hindi po statistics. Halimbawa, kung may nahuli ka mga 40 mga drug addict o pusher, bakit hindi na iwo-work ba kung saan ang galing yung mga droga? Bakit puro mga gramo-gramo ang nahuhuli at bakit hindi natetrace yung pinagmulan? Kagaya po nung halos 1 tonelada na nabanggit niyo po, Ginoong Chairman, hanggang ngayon ay hinahanap namin saan nagmula yung mahigit na 1 tonelada, yung 575 doon sa Baguio. Saan nagmula ito at kailangan din po talaga ng pagbabago sa organisasyon ng PNP. Maraming pong salamat, Chairman.
Okay.
Chairman.
Thank you, Attorney
Mr. Chair.
Bernardo.
Chairman.
Yes, Congressman Paduano.
Anyway, it was already asked by the chairman. So, Commissioner Bernardo, kasi in the statement of Colonel Espinido, he mentioned about cases filed against PNP officers. Now, some of them, cases that was filed was dismissed because allegedly, from Colonel Espinido, IAS or the RIAS was instructed to dismiss all those cases, no? Dahil nga, especially the cases that involves war on drugs. Tama po, Colonel Espinido? But in my own information, and I hope it will be confirmed by Napolcom Commissioner, may mga kaso pa ba ngayon na pending either sa inyo or nasa Civil Service Commission with regards to cases that was filed against police officers in the period of 2016 to 2022?
Mr. Chairman, maraming pong salamat. Yung meeting po namin doon sa Internal Affairs, tsaka doon sa Directorate for Investigation and Detective Management, lumalabas po na halos 99% yung kanilang naimbestigahan mula noong 2016 hanggang 2022 ay na-dismiss na po. Kaya maaaring
Sure that?
Kung narito lang sana yung Inspector General ng Internal Affairs Service, kaninang
Sa IAS. But of course, sa CSC.
Sa CSC, hindi po kami nakatanggap ng ganong ulat sapagkat ang ginawa po ng PNP noon, nag-assume kagad ng jurisdiction ang internal affairs. Pinag-assume nila, kaya hindi na po nakapag-imbestiga ang NAPOLCOM at ang civil service.